This old man meticulously placed all his walnuts into a tub of water. A young boy was standing nearby watching. The old man explained to him that the nuts that float on the surface are defective, and the ones that settle to the bottom are the premium quality ones. A boy named Sam. He immediately pulled out his notebook and started furiously jotting down notes. The old man realized this young man had come to learn his trade secret, so he extended his hand and asked Sam for payment, but Sam didn't have a single rupee at that moment. So he quietly turned and walked home. On his way, he decided he would have to learn everything entirely by himself. Sam bought a large bag of walnuts and submerged them in water, immediately beginning his own experiments. He observed the woman selling snacks by the roadside as she worked, and when a neighboring man wasn't looking, Sam quickly tasted his sugar syrup. He then went home and started perfecting his own recipe. But as soon as he put the walnuts into the pan for roasting, they began aggressively popping like popcorn, scattering across the entire room. But Sam refused to give up. He was determined to earn money and succeed. After a few days of relentless effort, his first batch of perfect candied walnuts was finally ready. He first asked his butler to taste the product, then gave a piece to his mother. The entire family loved the flavor. Sam decided it was time to sell his creation. He rented a small stall in the snack zone of a crowded mall. Since Sam still had to attend school during the day, he entrusted the full responsibility of running the stall to the butler. Sam optimistically expected a substantial income by the evening, but the reality was disappointing. The first day's earnings didn't even cover the electricity bill. Sam noticed that most customers were flocking to the other stalls. He suggested to the butler that he should try to adopt some of the tricks used by the other vendors, but the very next day, not a single box was sold. Sam was utterly baffled, unable to pinpoint where the mistake was occurring. He then went to the market himself to observe firsthand how people were successfully selling their products. He saw some vendors offering discounts, others giving away small gifts, but the truly brilliant idea struck him when he visited a public washroom. He saw a man asking for donations outside, requesting money as soon as someone exited the washroom, because people generally felt more relaxed and were more likely to give something to the crowd. That's where Sam got his genius inspiration. He immediately returned to the mall and, by paying an exorbitant rent, moved his stall to the entry point of the parking area. Now, every person heading home after a stressful day would be inclined to grab a box of walnuts for their family. And indeed, the next day, his stall was packed with customers. But just when everything was going perfectly, the mall sent him a notice. He was ordered to remove the stall because the smoke billowing from his walnut roasting machine had blackened the ceiling. Sam initially planned to hide the damage. He tried painting over the stains on the roof, but the wet paint started dripping sideways and fell directly onto his valuable products. Finally, he was completely thrown out of the mall. Sam returned home disheartened and began packing his belongings. Then his mother sadly told him that his father's company was ruined, and in a few days, they would have to move in with relatives. Sam applied for a passport to leave, but then he suddenly had a change of heart. He decided he did not want to leave. He had to stay right here and restart his business from scratch.